What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News. And of course, I got some new news for you concerning Andre SOG Ward. Recently, he just made a statement that he wanted to take on Gennady Golovkin only if Gennady Golovkin is willing to come up to 175 pounds, 15 pounds up. He is the 160-pound three-way champion at 160. So the question is, I feel him, he mentioned Golovkin. He's mentioned Golovkin before. This is nothing really new, but it is surprising because he just comes off a controversial win from Kovalev, and and the rematch clause has been exercised. So, I think it's rather premature to be talking about Golovkin. It's courageous in a way, but you still got unfinished business with Golovkin. I wouldn't even really be focused on. With Kovalev, I wouldn't be focused on Golovkin. Golovkin is a whole nother beast. I would like to see it, like Andre Ward, he wants to make the best fights. You got to take your hat off to him, but I don't see that fight happening, him coming 15 pounds north to fight at light heavyweight, that would just, I wouldn't even recommend Golovkin doing that. However, fighting Golovkin is not the same as fighting Sergey Kovalev. Golovkin, he likes that type of fighting. He has a roughhouse in-house style, and the closer he is, the more dangerous he can become because he can throw that hook to the body, but so does Andre Ward. So it'll be a roughhouse fight, but again, you do have to take in the fact they have to have a referee in the corner that knows how to referee that fight right. Mr. Referee Bird, the referee that refereed the Kovalev Ward fight, I think he did a pretty good job. I think he should have, I think he was a little lenient to Ward, I think, because a lot of times that Ward would punch low, whereas someone like Jay Nady, or Jack Reese wouldn't let that go, because he did that a lot. It was a dirty, murky fight, but, there was some low blows in there that should have been addressed more than, the referee that refereed the fight did. However, that would determine that whole fight and how that fight would go. It'd be a lot of breaking up and clinching, but Golovkin likes that type of fight, and then the way Golovkin punches and throws punches and his offense, if he can't hurt Golovkin, that's going to be a problem because I don't see Ward. Ward would have to move. He would have to move kind of like Willie Monroe Jr. did, but that really didn't help him either because, Golovkin seeks and destroys, but it would be interesting to see, it might happen, but I don't see it happening without a catch weight, but I think but still, again, I think it's just too premature for Andre Ward to be talking about anybody else besides Kovalev. You know what I mean? Let's just face it, because it's unfinished business, and that fight should be happening before he should be calling anybody else out. I know, future fights, cool, but, that's not the focus point right now. The focus point should be Kovalev. I hope that's a good fight, and and I hope the rematch is even better. But anyway, just wrapping it up on you guys. Let me know what you think. This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and you've been counterpunched. Peace.